I am good to go.
Shutter 16 magazine here, sitting down with Acoustic Syndicate. Can you introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
Steve McMurray of Acoustic Syndicate. I'm one of the principal songwriters, and I guess if we have a front man, that would be me. But I sort of split those duties with Brian, our banjo player, Brian McMurray, who is also my first cousin.
Yeah, the family dynamic to the band. Does that add for a little bit of an interesting part coming out of that? I mean, is there a lot more family feuds than might be in a normal band, even though a band's family?
Honestly, oddly enough, we get along a lot better than most bands that tour around. We don't tour as much as we used to. But we just had our 20th anniversary as a band, and so we've been able to stay friends for at least that long. Because we also live in the same neighborhood too. So,
right. Well, speaking of that, like 20 years, you were a part of farming.
Yeah.
You know, I know it was years and years, but any true music fan hears farming, and of course they know what we're talking about. How was it to be a part of that? What's your fondest memory of it? It
was awesome. That's going back a ways. Nobody's asked me about farming in a long time. But we that was kind of a high spot in that time frame for us. We all sort of, our families all made the trek up there because we're all farmers. I'm a farmer. Brian's a farmer. Brian and Fitz's dad is a farmer. My dad is a farmer. You know, whether or not we do it part time or full time, but I work on a farm full time and play music. You know, in the off times, but. That was a big deal for us in a lot of different ways. Mainly, you know, getting to hang out with some of my biggest idols, you know, heroes, and all of the band, of course, and it feels the same way. You know, with Willie Nelson and Neil Young and Arlo Guthrie, and just the list goes on and on. Dave Matthews was there, you know, just some really, really fine, cool folks who are really passionate about doing some good work for those who struggle to keep the agronomy way of life in this country, which is the basis of our whole economic systems, you know, agriculture. That's what it was all started on, and it's like we got to figure out a way to keep that going, you know, so that people can live and work and raise families on their farm again. But that was a big deal for us. That was huge. I was real honored to be a part of that. And I guess one of the high spots you were talking about a while ago was, I guess they kind of nominated me because I talk so much, I guess, but nominated me to be our representative, you know, in the band. And so it was, you know, it was like it started on the end down there. It was Dave Matthews, and then it was John Mellencamp, and then Neil Young, and then Martina McBride, and then me, and then like Arlo Guthrie and a couple other cats, you know, down through there. And Willie was there. Willie was right down on my right, you know. So I was in some pretty good company at that press conference when we did the press conference there. And, that was huge. That was a big day for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's one of your favorite shows that you've done. Is there any other one that sticks out that absolutely, just like every time you think about what you do, it automatically goes back to that show?
Well, one of the we got to play a couple of shows with Little Feat over the years, and that was the band that kind of raised the bar for me when I was a kid. Was Little Feat. And you know, honestly, back during those days when I was riding around in my '77 Toyota Celica with Little Feat cranked as loud as it would go, you know, I never thought for 1 minute that we'd ever get to do some shows with those guys. But as it turned out, we've done some pretty interesting things with those cats over the years. But three that I remember. One of them was Charleston Music Hall, and then the other one was Boulder Theater, Boulder, Colorado. And then we got to go to Jamaica and play with them in the grill in Jamaica. We did a whole show with them down here. It was great. So that's kind of a high spot for me, I'd say.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What are some upcoming shows you have after this? And I'm gonna do a twig from the pit. We do it for all the fans.
Yeah.
So right now they'll see that we're interviewing you, and they can see it out.
Right. Let's see. We're actually going to go out to the Ozarks and play the Harvest Festival with Younger Mountain the string band, and that's kind of a big deal for those guys. They put that whole thing together, and it's great. They invited us this year, so we feel kind of obligated to go on out and do that. You know, even though we're all still holding down jobs.
Yeah.
Probably have to figure out a way to get out there on that one. But
yeah.
we're
well,
going
have you guys
for sure.
thought about doing a new album anytime soon?
We have a new album. It's almost done. Yeah.
Can you give us any inside tips on what it might be about?
It's it's kind of an appropriate album. Although this thing's been in the work for 3 years. We been writing songs. It's all original. Everything on there is original. But I mean, of course, most of all of our albums are original. The material that came out of this generation of stuff is kind of, it really is sort of poignant to the times that we're living in, especially right now, between now and November. It's kind of designed to make people think and to sort of think about your decisions and where you are in life, you know.
So Occupy Your Mind show is a perfect, platform to talk about that, right?
Right.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we're hoping to have it out first of the year, right after January.
Awesome.
We can get it all. We got to work with a really cool guy named Stuart Lerman, who just won a Grammy this time, actually. But he's a great producer and a great human being, and we just had a fantastic time working with him. We recorded the record up in Nashville at Echo Mountain Studios. It was just awesome experience. We had a great time.
Nice.
Yeah.
In one word, can you sum up how it feels to play to a crowd of your fans?
One word. Just to be completely coy and mundane and average, awesome is a pretty good word, but it is special though. I mean, there's something about it, especially when you have such a good relationship with the people that listen to your music, as we do. Because I mean, honestly, I feel like we're friends with everybody here, and that comes to our shows and stuff. It's like, and we know most of them. But it's a good relationship, It's a good give and take, and it's just a joy and an honor for me, to be honest with you.
Weird segue, but the DNC has taken over the city. Right now, travel into it is literally 12 blocks blocked off in an evening. Have you been sucked into the DNC festivities that have been going on? Are you all very political in any way, shape, or form?
Not here. We operate mostly. Some of us are more political than others in the band. Some of us are political to different degrees than others. We have a really. No, to answer your question, no, we haven't been sucked in at all here. I mean, it seems to be a pretty easy thing to do. Looks like they've got it figured out pretty well, but they've been working on it for a while, But yeah, I mean, it's important that we have these things,
Absolutely. How are you feeling about the show you're about to do? You antsy a little bit? You having fun? You excited?
No, it's a whole lot of waiting around. We had 3 bands tonight, so it puts us doing a lot of waiting. I'm ready to get on with it, man.
Yeah,
I like to play. We have a good time playing together, and this band is like I said, we toured for 15 years, pretty solid. We've been together for 20, and we still have a good time playing together. And that's the one thing that keeps us going. When it stops being fun, we're quit.
Yeah, that's
right
a good
now,
segue.
it's still fun.
My next question is, people have no idea how hard it is being a promotion hound as a band and getting your name out there, going out on tour, missing your family, doing everything. Can you fill in the blank? If I've learned anything about being on the road in a national touring band, that you've been all over the place, I know it's
hard. Touring is a tough way of life. It's not cut out for us old guys. We're not really built for touring.
No.
I'm 47 this year, and it's it would scare me to death if I found out tomorrow that I had to go back out and tour like we did in 1994. You know, it would be terrifying for me, but I would probably do it.
Yeah, right.
But you know, it's just, I don't know. It's a hard way. It's a hard way to make a living. I don't know that I would get back out on the road for extended tours like we used to do. You know, months on end. That's you know, unless there was a really good reason to do it.
Maybe a dream tour. Who would you want to tour with that would get you back out on the road?
I don't know. Yeah, that's a loaded.
That's a loaded question.
That's a loaded question. I'm not sure I can give you an honest answer to that. I'd have to sit and think about that for a couple of months before I could give you the right one.
What do you guys like to listen to? What's your staple music that you would hear in the studio with you guys, or if you're just driving around? What are you guys listening to now?
Oddly enough, this band right here, Danger Muffin, is in my CD player right now. And that's just, I don't know if it's coincidence or providence or what, but
Nice.
you know, our taste in music, I seem to be going backwards right now. I try to stay on top of what's going on, you know, and I love a lot of the new music that's out there, like these guys. And but I'm sort of trending backwards. I don't know if it's because of my age or what, but right now I'm trying to go around and dig around a little bit of stuff that I used to listen to when I was a kid. You know, just to sort of get that excitement, that inspiration back. You know? Found myself riding down the road listening to Pete Townsend's "Empty Glass" just a few nights ago, and we were like, it was like the old days. Me and Brian and our wives went out to dinner, and we were riding down the road, coming back from dinner real late at night. Had the windows all rolled down, had stereo up as loud as it would get. It was great. We had a ball. It was great. It was just like the old days. You know, it's like Jerry Douglas has got a bad new album out, man. It's awesome. It's called Traveler. I've wore that thing out. It's brand new.
Awesome.
It's got a lot of cool cats on the record. But yeah.
Are there any nonprofits or charities that you guys are involved with?
Not right now. I was involved with Habitat for a long time, but I probably shouldn't get back into that. It's something that's been on my mind for a while. I kind of want to try to. One of my mentors that I used to do Habitat houses with died a few years ago, and I just haven't really had the heart to go back. I want to. I was always with him when I did it, you know. When I lost him, when I lost Bill, he was kind of my inspiration for that sort of thing. And he always made sure that I was there.
Nice.
But
yeah.
I still don't have Bill anymore, so I don't know. I've been trying to, but I have thought about it. I was talking to my wife about it not too long ago. You know, I probably should try to get back into that.
Well, let us know if you do, and we'll come take some photos.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, thank you.
And then finally, just wanted to say, thank you very much for this interview. I've had a blast. It's really great to hear about all the stories from the past and the present and the future. And, just thank you for the interview, and we will be
My
in touch
pleasure.
soon.
Yeah, thank you.